And obviously, I'm not going to do characters who are dead, and of course, there's no real chance of them returning. Like, for example, Dr. Gillian, Cole's mum. None of them characters are coming back. So, yeah, don't. It's going to be like, characters who I want to come back and who could realistically come back. At number five is the Overlord. The Overlord was, of course, the biggest deal ever in the end half of season two, and also mostly through season three. He was, the biggest worry to the ninjas. So I think, him being the embodiment of all evil, it would only make sense for him to be, the final bad guy, the bad guy to kind of rule over all other bad guys. Like it'd be a big missed opportunity if the show didn't end um, with the Overlord. Honestly, um, but yeah, definitely the Overlord should come back for Ninjago's final season. No sooner, but definitely whatever the last season is, he should be the main villain. Number four is the first Spinjitsu master. Now, we know the first Spinjitsu master is not dead. He interacted with Lloyd at the end of March of the Oni. If they didn't do that, and if they didn't include that little, like, 1-2 minute scene, I wouldn't be saying this. But the fact that they have teased us that the first Spinjitzu master is out there somewhere, he should definitely come back in the show. Maybe for Ninjago's final season, maybe just some random time to help the ninja. But I would like to see him in the show, not as a statue, not as a flashback, but as a real, live character who the ninja can interact with. Maybe Lloyd remembers encountering him in his dream. Um, well, what he thought was a dream. And yeah, maybe he could be of some assistance to the ninja. Or even if he's just there to give, like, some words of wisdom to Wu, or maybe help convert Garmadon to the good side. Anything like that would really be fine. I would love for the first Spinjitzu master to return. Third on the list is Klaus, of course, the master of dark arts, the black sorcerer, the evil wizard of Ninjago, whatever you want to call him, the master of black magic. Klaus is undeniably a great character. One of the only, like, side antagonists that I could say I genuinely 100% believe that he could easily support his own season. You've got other, like, side bad guys like, I don't know, Char, um, Richie, you know, maybe not Richie, but characters like that, Crypto, Soul Archer, and them people. Klaus is pretty much the only one of them, maybe apart from Flintlock, that I think could completely carry a season. He's so evil. He's got such good backstory with Garmadon. Honestly, there'd be so much room for potential and amazing stuff they could do if they brought him back. Like when everyone thought Klaus was going to be the Skull Sorcerer, that would have been amazing. But no, sadly it was just King Vangelis. But nevertheless, Klaus is an amazing character who is not dead. He's trapped in the underworld, and I personally don't think they would have, if they knew they weren't going to use Klaus ever again, they would have killed him. So the fact that they've left Klaus alive means that we are probably, or that they're not against the idea of bringing him back, which I think is great. Number two on my list is Pythor. Pythor is such an amazing villain. He was bad, and then he went good, and then he went bad again. I don't know why he went bad in Day of the Departed, and it was kind of unexplained, kind of illogical in a sense. But whatever. We're not gonna we're not gonna talk about Pythor's inconsistencies. We're gonna talk about his amazing qualities and why he needs to return. He's so charming. He's something about him. Maybe it's his accent, his slick movements. I don't know. He's kind of ruthless, as I think there's a scene in season 1 when he's trying to collect the fang blades. Now, I might just be, making this up, and maybe this didn't happen, but I'm pretty sure there was a scene in season 1 where he threw a serpentine into lava. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there was. If I'm wrong though, and if that was never a scene, he's still, so evil. He's an anaconda as well, the most, strongest serpentine tribe ever. He is like a tough match for the ninjas, and yeah, he's not really fought them properly since season 3 really, when they weren't as powerful. Because in Day of the Departed, who did he fight? He fought Lloyd, and he actually nearly beat Lloyd. So yeah, that just says a lot about Pythor. He is such an amazing character as well. He's got so much backstory. Yeah, I would love to see more of Pythor, and maybe even learn more about his past, and maybe see him interact with some other Serpentine. Okay, before we get to number 1, I want to give a few honourable mentions to some characters that couldn't fit on this list, because this was a top 5. And you could ask me again tomorrow, and my opinion would probably be different, and I would have some of these characters that I've got in the honourable mentions list. I'd probably have them at 1 or 2. But yeah, my opinion does change a lot. But some honourable mentions I'd like to give out are the Mechanic. I would love to see more of him and his crime organisation. Captain Soto, I'd love to see him, Barked being a generic kind of villain, small obstacle for the ninja. Kilo, Kilo we kind of got teased with Kilo, I guess. I think it was in season 11 at Cryptarian Prison. Who else? Garmadon, of course, Garmadon. Sadly, I couldn't really find where Garmadon could fit in on this list, because I want to see Sensei Garmadon again, but I know that is very, very unlikely, and I would rather see Sensei Garmadon than Lord Garmadon, but that's just, in my opinion, too unlikely. And of course, Nodacon. I really, really want to see Nodacon again in the show, with Clutch Powers now pretty much canon. Like, it's canon that he released Nodacon. Like, they can pass it off as a joke, but like, they showed in the show Clutch Powers picking up the teapot of Tyran, going off screen, and then the big poof, and he disappeared. Of course, it is literally canon. He released Nodacon, so I think we will get some Nodacon in the recent seasons, in the upcoming seasons. But the character I want to return the most in Ninjago is a Cronics and Crux. I know I said character, and it's characters, but I just had to throw you off a little bit there. These, oh my days, these have the perfect setup to return. Okay, Master Wu returned after fighting them on the dawn of Iron Doom, right? If Master Wu returned and he was on the same ship as a Chronix and Crux, either A, Chronix and Crux stayed on the Iron Doom, but I don't know why he would have, or why they would have, sorry, if Wu left it, like, without the reversal blade, what are they going to be able to do? The most logical thing for them to do would have been to, maybe get off, try and retrieve the reversal blade, and they wouldn't have done that off screen. If they're going to do that, we'd see that on screen. So I think definitely they should return. We know the reversal blade is in the boiling sea. It's at the bottom of the boiling sea still. So, they have every opportunity to go and get it. And yeah, I think these guys are quite cunning as well. So I think a return for them would be it's perfectly set up, and yeah, it's something I personally would love to see. Anyway, that is my list for the top 5 characters I would like to return in Ninjago. If you liked this video, please let me know by pressing the like button. If YouTube didn't make it for kids, make sure to leave a comment, maybe telling me how I could improve. If you think, if there's something you didn't like, check out my Instagram at ninjago and more, like Ninjago and then the letter N and then more. I'll put that in the description of the video. And yeah, make sure to subscribe. Check out some of my other videos, my other stop motions, my season 14 set review. Check that out. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.